June 451 AD. The fate of the Western world hangs by a thread. Two great forces, one seeking conquest, the other survival, are about to collide on the plains of Gaul. This is the Battle of Chalons, where the unstoppable Huns, led by Attila, will meet the last desperate resistance of Rome and its allies. It is more than a battle for land, it is a battle for the soul of Europe. What if Attila had won? Would the Christian West as we know it have ever come to be? Could history itself have been rewritten in blood and fire? This is the story of how a crumbling empire, an emerging faith, and the fury of war shaped the destiny of the West. Welcome to the Battle of Chalon, how the West becomes Christian. The Battle of the Catalonian Plains, also known as the Battle of Châlon, took place in 451 AD between the Huns, led by Attila, and a coalition of Romans and Germanic tribes, commanded by the Roman general Flavius Aetius and the Visigothic king Theodoric I. This battle was a turning point in European history, influencing the survival of Western Roman influence and the dominance of Christianity in Europe. By the mid-5th century, the Western Roman Empire was in decline, with various Germanic tribes settling within its borders. Attila, ruler of the Huns, had already ravaged the Eastern Roman Empire and now turned his attention to the west. In 451 AD, he invaded Gaul, modern-day France, targeting key cities such as Metz, Orleans, and Troyes. Rome's defense rested on a fragile alliance between Romans and Germanic groups, including the Visigoths, Franks, and Burgundians, who all saw Attila as a common enemy. Flavius Aetius, the last great Roman general of the West, gathered these forces to halt Attila's advance. The battle took place on the Catalonian Plains, near modern-day Châlons-en-Champagne, France, in June 451 AD. It was one of the largest and bloodiest battles of late antiquity. Forces Attila commanded a massive multi-ethnic army, including Huns, Ostrogoths, and other subject peoples. Aetius and Theodoric led a coalition army primarily composed of Romans and Visigoths. Key events. The Visigoths on the Roman side played a crucial role. Their king, Theodoric I, was killed in battle, but his son Thorismund led a decisive charge against the Huns. Attila's forces suffered heavy losses and were eventually forced to retreat. Despite his victory, Aetius did not press an attack on Attila's camp, possibly to maintain a balance of power between the Visigoths and the Huns. How this battle shaped a Christian West. The battle prevented Attila from conquering Western Europe. If the Huns had won, they might have overrun Gaul and possibly even Rome itself. Their defeat ensured that Germanic and Roman cultures, already Christianized, would continue shaping the West. The Roman Empire had already adopted Christianity as its official religion since Emperor Theodosius I in 380 AD. Many of the Germanic tribes allied with Rome, such as the Visigoths and Burgundians, were also Christian. The Huns, by contrast, were largely pagan or followed shamanistic beliefs. A Roman victory reinforced Christian rule in Western Europe, ensuring that the post-Roman world would be built on a Christian foundation. After the Western Roman Empire collapsed in 476 AD, Europe was dominated by Christian Germanic kingdoms like the Visigoths, Franks, Ostrogoths, and Burgundians. These kingdoms preserved and expanded Christianity, forming the foundations of medieval Christendom. The Battle of Chalons was one of the last major military victories of the Western Roman Empire and a decisive moment in European history. By halting Attila, it ensured that Christianity, rather than Hunnic or pagan traditions, would dominate Western civilization. It also allowed the post-Roman Germanic kingdoms to develop under Christian influence, shaping the future of Europe as we know it.